This is the story of a child from a poor family in rural China. Every day she has to cross a river over 100 meters wide to get to school. If she makes one misstep, she could fall and drown. One day, the child's grandmother suddenly falls ill and needs to see a doctor from the other side of the river. The mother quickly fastens the zipline harness, preparing to cross. But looking at the raging river below, her courage fails her. Just then, the older sister returns from school. The task falls to the sister. She slides back the way she came, but when she gets to the clinic, she finds the only doctor in the village is preparing to leave. He complains that the place is too remote, but looking at the small, pitiful girl, the doctor agrees to go with her to see her grandmother. But when he sees the 100-meter-high cable, he truly shrinks back. So the girl hugs the doctor's leg and begs him through her tears. The doctor can only brace himself and get on the zip line, a slide of just a few seconds, yet every moment is a brush with death. The doctor finishes examining the grandmother. Fortunately, it's nothing serious. She just needs more rest. Then the doctor leaves. Ever since the grandmother got sick, to help her regain her strength, the mother boils 2 eggs for her every day. The grandmother can't bear to eat them both and always saves one for her grandson. But the little brother hides the egg and secretly saves it for his older sister. The sister, in turn, gives her pinwheel to her brother. The little brother desperately wants to go to school. Every day, he pesters his sister, asking her to tell him stories of what happens at school. One day, the little brother can't wait any longer. He prepares to sneak across the river by himself. While his sister is at school, he takes out the zipline harness his mother had hidden. Then he takes off his clothes and makes a dummy to deceive anyone watching. With everything ready, the little brother comes to the side of the cableway, preparing for the first zipline crossing of his life. His desire for school overcomes his fear. Like a brave little warrior, he looks straight ahead and courageously slides across the churning river. After crossing, the little brother sees. When the new teacher walks into the classroom, the smile on her face suddenly freezes, because despite the cold weather, the children here only have a pair of slippers on their feet. They don't even have socks. This scene makes the teacher's heart ache. Looking at the poor children, she decides to do something. She has the children sit in a row and then uses a ruler to measure their feet, planning to buy each of them a pair of shoes. A few days later, she follows the sister home for a visit. Arriving at the zip line, the teacher thought crossing the river would be easy, but as soon as she starts sliding, the teacher is so scared she closes her eyes. Her hands twist and turn uncontrollably. She tries to slow down, but ends up stopping in midair. The terrified teacher shouts for the little girl to help her. With her help, the teacher is successfully brought to safety. After crossing the river, the little brother who came to meet his sister after school hides when he sees the new teacher, because he is afraid his secret trip across the river will be exposed. Seeing his sister bringing the teacher home, he quickly runs to hide behind a rock, but he is seen by the village chief. He leads the child back home. Sure enough, the moment the teacher sees the little brother, she recognizes him at once. The mother instantly realizes her son secretly crossed the river. She grabs a broom and is about to hit him. Fortunately, the teacher quickly stops her, because 3 years ago, the mother almost fell into the river while on the zip line. Since then, she has never dared to cross the river again. At this moment, the teacher takes a pair of rain boots from her bag, along with 2 pairs of socks. Before this, the teacher didn't know about the little brother, so she hadn't prepared any for him. The little brother looks at the rain boots, his eyes filled with desire. In the end, the sister leaves her own shoes for her brother. The next day, as the brother is seeing his sister off to school, he sees all the village children have put on their new rain boots. Only his sister is still wearing her old, worn-out slippers. His feelings become complex and tangled. The little brother finally makes a choice. He has his sister sit down. Then he uses his sleeve to wipe her feet clean. She can't bear to get the new shoes dirty, thinking she will give them back to her brother when she gets home. When the teacher learns of the sister's thoughts, her heart is filled with mixed emotions. One day, the sister comes to the store to buy salt. She sees a pair of shoes she likes. She wants to buy them as a gift for her brother, but when she asks the price, it's 16.5 yuan. The sister doesn't have that much money, but just as she is about to turn and leave, the teacher walks in. In the end, she helps her buy the shoes. As the sister is leaving, she turns and smiles at the teacher, unaware that this smile would be their last goodbye. On her way home that day, the girl expertly attaches her harness to the zip line, but when she is halfway across, disaster strikes. The shoes in her bag suddenly fall out. The girl quickly reaches out to grab them. As a result, the harness slips, and just like that, the raging river swallows this little life.